I'm Sue Stone, and as promised, I'm doing a short video from Dubai. We've got a really cool little pad here, and I'm here with Nats and my little munchkin Hallie, and just join in my beautiful view over the Palm Skydive Dubai. Oh, you've got the Burj in the background. It's just, the wow factor is incredible. Absolutely loving it. But specifically, so many of you have asked me, because I talk a lot about being mindful of your thoughts, and that we give our life direction through our thoughts. And of course, the natural tendency, unfortunately for so many people, is to have negative thoughts. And it's how do we deal with those negative thoughts when they come in? I was an expert at doing it all wrong years ago, and my predominant thoughts were negative, full of fear and worry and anxiety, and all I kept thinking about and picturing in my imagination was, I'm going to be homeless with my children, I'm never going to be able to feed my children, and until I really grasped this stuff. And the key little phrase that helps me so much was, my thoughts create my future. It's very simple, and it's all about living consciously. Living, and by that I mean living in awareness. And for me, what I did, and that's all I can ever share, is my own personal experience, but it worked brilliantly, was first of all, become the observer of yourself. It really does have to be a moment by moment awareness to begin with, of what you're thinking and what you're feeling. And remember, don't believe it's hard, because it will be hard. But what you've got to remember is, when you become aware of a negative thought, in that moment, you've got a choice. You either feed that negative thought, which will immediately disempower you, or you convert your inner critic to be your inner coach. And I'll explain what I mean. One thing to remember is that a negative thought only has power over you if you react and give it emotion. Now that's worth remembering. It's okay to have a passing negative thought, but it's the emotion behind it and the intensity of that negative thought that can be so destructive and draw to us more on that vibration, for want of a better way of putting it. So what I did, I had huge fear about not having enough money, and so when that thought would come in, like, oh, another bill would land on my doorstep, or someone chasing me for money would ring up, I'd have that feeling inside. So as soon as I became aware of it, in that moment I had an option. Is either feed the thought of, oh my God, I'm never going to be able to cope, I'm never going to be able to feed the children, I'm never going to be able to pay it, and turn it into a huge drama. Or, more importantly, as soon as I became aware, I brought in my inner coach. So the key is to acknowledge the thought, don't suppress it, because when we suppress it and just block it, that's when we create dis-ease in our body, which will manifest as, or can manifest as, disease and illness and kind of really uptight behavior. So when that thought comes in, acknowledge it and sort of just talk yourself through. Look, Sue, it's okay that I'm having this thought, because actually in this moment I'm not quite sure how I am going to pay that bill, but I'm going to let you go, negative thoughts, because, and then I'd immediately deliberately shift my attention and open my mind up. And I used to say to myself, because I'm now open to all the ways money can show up in my life, I'm now open to new opportunities and solutions. And when we start to do that, we're looking and focusing on where we want to get to, not where we don't. So just don't feed the thought. And you know, even for example, people behave in ways that we don't always like. It might not be right or wrong, but the point is to just acknowledge it and go, you know what, I know they're behaving in that way, but I'm not going to get caught into the drama of it. That's the key. And you know, focus on giving your life direction, on what you want to draw into your life, not what you don't want to draw into your life. Well, I hope that's been helpful, but remember, it's got to be a moment by moment awareness, and just acknowledge it and have fun with it. That's the key, you know. Get back to that playtime. Hey, naughty negative thought, I don't do you anymore, bye-bye. Literally have fun. Oh, someone's taking off from Skydive Dubai and jumping out the plane. I know, a few going on. Anyway, so yeah, just have fun with the thoughts and just kick them out. And as I say, if you want to be good at anything, you've got to practice it, and it becomes easier and easier and easier. Okay? So I'm now open to finding the solution, having the right words. You know, our brain filters it out if we focus on that, and the law of attraction brings to us things that we're focusing on. So remember, be solution conscious, not problem conscious, and even just shifting your focus to all the things you've got to be grateful for in your life. And here's my little munchkin. Do you want to come up and say hello? There she is. Oh, no, perhaps not today. Anyway, I hope that was helpful. One other thing that came to me, and I'm going to be doing another video later, is exactly a year ago I was in Cape Verde with my beautiful family, and oh, here she comes. No, she's not. With my beautiful family, and I suddenly felt so grateful and blessed with my life, and I decided to, here she is, and I decided to do a pay what you can afford week, because I do not have a short memory on how desperate it is not to have any money. You know, I was down to my last £10 and no idea where the next penny was going to come from. So, and I did that last year, that, and I'll do another video a bit later today, and I am going to explain to you all about it. And so hundreds and hundreds of people took advantage of it last year, and it is my absolute pleasure to offer it again. So look out later for another video. Okay, bye. Say bye-bye, Hallie. Woo.